Hello everybody, my name is Pravus and welcome back to more Frostpunk, an Outpost 11. Didn't name it. I know, it's not the most creative thing in the world, but here we are. Okay, let's see, we are apparently out of meals and we should stop telling people to cook anything. We got less raw food out of New London yesterday because apparently they don't like me anymore, which is weird because the favor is still exceptionally high, so I don't really know what's going on. Right now, we are trying to extract another steam core so I can send it off to them and they'll stop getting peeved at me, because I'm pretty sure that's just going to end up being game over and we're all going to starve to death. That wouldn't exactly be ideal. Okay, so we did just finish up with the drawing boards, which means we have some new technology. Could go for scouts, though up to this point I have not been using any of those. Coal mining, charcoals, and such. Mixed crews allows the army warehouse workers to retrieve steel and steam cores at the same time, although less efficiently. Well, that may be the case, but it's probably still more efficient than trying to gather each separately, so we may want to come to that. That said, I'm also very tempted to go for the medical post upgrade, because we are currently having a hard time keeping up with the number of people that are getting sick. At the same time, though, I'm a little bit low on steel. If I spend some steel on the medical post, we're just going to have to go right back into the excavation site. So maybe it would be better to research something that's relatively cheap for now. We'll just do something like that. So that'll be okay. And then where do I think I can pull off a couple of workers for some scouts? Maybe off of the coal for the time being? Well, wait a minute. We already pulled people off of the cooking jobs. How about this? We're going to have 5 people that are dedicated to jumping between the cookhouse and the coal pile. Right? So we'll get some fuel during the day, but we don't need a lot, and we'll cook up all of our rations into food. And then the rest, we're going to go ahead and send as a scout party. Now, it's going to use up a lot of my wood, but that's going to have to be okay. Remnants of a building, frozen den, or a collapsed building. Well, let's go to the collapsed building, I guess. 16 hours to arrive. I'm curious if we're going to get some valuable resources. A little bit of extra steel or steam cores we can bring back would probably save me a major shipment and give me some time. I like that idea, but we'll see. Oh, good. In a few days, it's going to get really freaking cold. That's what you like to see. That is absolutely what you like to see. Looks like people are healing, so we are keeping on top of this. We're tying up all our engineers, but I am very glad that I built up 2 medical posts, because otherwise I think we would have had a very, very, very rough time. The first shipment is ready just in time for the end of the workday. Sir, the first shipment is ready to be sent to New London. Visit the Outpost Administration and ask the clerks to open a communication line for you. You'll be able to dispatch from there. Okay, let's do that. What is our task again? No, we better get back to work. We have problems. That's not it. I thought you said to go and talk to them. Hang on. We had to go to here instead, I think. General, do. No? Wait. Huh? Oh, I have to click on this. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that I had to click on communicate. You have to click on this. Okay. We're sending the steel and steam cores in exchange for more of the raw food. There we go. Supplies for New London. They want the same thing once again. We acknowledge the dispatch of your first shipment. Well done. These steam cores mean a lot to our people. We are pleased to let you know that we plan to send you food shipments every day. Well, you already were going to do that, right? Just keep these steam cores and steel coming. If the supplies you provide are deemed insufficient, we will have to think of some consequences. And remember, if you run into problems, let us know, and we'll look for a solution. I mean, to be fair, they keep saying that, and it's not like I've given them an opportunity to really try to help me, but so far we've more or less been okay. What I'm really curious about is how I can get them to sign some laws for me. Now, we already saw that if we started to run into issues of production, they gave me new laws for the emergency and the extended shifts. If we start having extreme discontent issues or something like that, or are running out of food pretty consistently, maybe we can ask them to pass a different law, but only when things are going horribly wrong first. And even then, if we do that, we're going to lose a lot of favor, and I have no idea what the consequences are of losing favor. Entirely possible that there's going to be different endings depending on how favorable New London looks upon you. Or something else. I don't know yet. There's still a lot of room for the plot to develop. Sir, the news that New London is pleased to tell us that they'll keep sending us the food they owe us spread among our people, causing a lot of resentment and anxiety. Yeah, I was kind of wondering if other people would catch on to that. And the vague consequences they threaten us with, shall we fail to please them, further fanned the flames of outrage. All everyone is talking about now is how we should use the steam cores to help us first, since we found them and have no generator, unlike folks in New London. What can I do with those steam cores, though? That is my question. Is there something we actually can do with them? Because if so, like, I'm legitimately curious. That actually would be beneficial. All right, let's see. We actually are looking pretty good here as far as people being cold. More people coming in from the mines. This is about the time of the day when I expect people to start getting really cold. We could turn on... Oh, wait, we can do this. From 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. No, that's not what I want. We could turn this on and hope that using the little bit of extra coal is going to keep people extra warm for a little bit. They're very comfortable right now, which means they're extremely unlikely to fall ill. Which means... Oh, and never mind, they are falling ill anyway. Okay, once again, I am convinced that the braziers don't actually matter that much unless you actually get to, like, frigid. Which it will get around day 10, but beyond that, feels like there's not a lot I can do. Ouch, dude, that kind of sucks. Hey, once again, we're running out of food rations. Hey, can you tell us how to make soup? I've never made soup before. I'd like to know how to make the mysterious soup. All right, we've arrived at the collapsed building, and the temperature is about to drop. Let's see what we get here. Some wood, okay. We are standing in front of a ruined building whose purpose we cannot guess. It is possible that it is only a remainder of a larger complex. Perhaps it was a mountain shelter, or maybe a military watchtower. A shred of a white flag flutters in the wind above it. God only knows how it survived. There's no telling whether it has always been white or has lost all color over time. We have discovered a stone wall. Okay, well, I do like to go kind of in one direction far away and then, like, kind of gather up what I can on the way back, so that'll be fine. The food is a little late to arrive. I'm quite concerned that this is going to be a problem. They are slower and slower to send anything out to me. Yikes, dude. All right, well, a little extra lumber is nice, I suppose. We do have a bunch of workers currently with nothing to do. Let's see, there's the coal pile, yes. We can finish up with the wooden ruins, and we should. I think that's kind of all we've got, though. No, wait, I take it back. There's another wooden pile right over here. Okay, perfect. So we're going to keep trying to generate some of these steam cores, because I know we do need a couple more of these. But after that, of course, we have to swap back over to some steel, and we could use a little bit of extra wood to get the wooden supports up and running just so we can have a bit more efficiency. Sawmills have been researched. That will likely end up being very important for us. So we're going to go ahead and set one of these up right over here. Yes, that's the best that I can do at the moment without destroying any resources. And if we do something like this, that should solve the problem. That's going to be another source of wood once we are done with these crates, which is going to be pretty soon, I think. All right, a new shipment has reached New London. Boom, they're very happy with me. Lovely. Okay, cool. What else do we want? Well, the sawmill upgrade wouldn't be a bad idea. A little bit of extra efficiency. Yeah, that's a thing. Alternatively, we can do the mixed crews now, and I think we should. Since we've already finished the first shipment, let's just go ahead and do that so I don't have to worry about bouncing between the two. And who knows, maybe we end up getting more steam cores than I need and we actually can use them. Like, I don't know how long this scenario is going to go. Can I actually get all the way down the tech tree? Is that actually a thing we can do, or is that kind of just to trick me? I mean, I don't know. It's entirely possible. Oh, we need to pull some people off of the coal and send them to go work on the cookhouse. Start turning these into rations, because we are almost at the end of the workday. Kind of important. In fact, we're going to go ahead and extend your hours. Okay, mixed crews just finished researching. That's nice. Still don't have any steel, though, so I'm kind of limited in what I can research. We could learn how to make heaters, but we're kind of low-ish on the wood as it is. I suppose we can learn how to do a coal thumper, but I don't think we need that so long as we have coal piles. There's another 170 and 500. We got at least another 670 coal to gather. I think we're okay at the moment without the coal thumpers. So what I may want to do... Let's see. We did finish up with that wood pile, actually. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and send some people back over here. There's not really much to do with the engineers, so let's pull them off of this and have everyone just go and work on building up that sawmill for a moment. Go ahead and turn people on to working longer hours here. Discontent is going to be a problem, no way around it, but that's fine. How are we looking in terms of temperature? It is pretty cold, so I think this is a good time to turn on the braziers. One extended range brazier might actually have been enough to deal with all this, but at least we should be reducing the number of people getting sick, right? At least I would certainly hope that that is the case. Okay, so this should result in me getting a fair bit of extra lumber per day. That's something. We have arrived at the stone wall. There's some steel and wood here. Oh, thank God. Testimony of the past. We noticed some snow-covered shapes in a niche sheltered by the rock wall. After a while of digging, we uncovered several frozen bodies huddled together by a couple of broken sleds. Judging from their clothing and gear, they were scouts like us. We also found some valuable resources on the sleds. Oh, wow! 59 steel and 70 wood lumber? That's amazing! Okay, well then let's go to the frozen den, using you guys, and you're kind of already on the way home. That's going to be huge, actually. That's a great amount of extra resources that I can make use of. Why did nobody actually cook any food like I told them to? I think we can afford to wait a day and people aren't going to starve, but it's not going to be good, and discontent's going to rise the more hungry people we have to deal with. And once again, people are getting sick regardless of the temperature circumstance. That just sucks. Well, we're keeping on top of it all the same, though. So I'm okay with it at the moment. Let's go ahead and turn this stuff off now that people are going back to work. They're not sticking around in their tents, so I'm not too worried about it. Discontent rises because they're cold, but oh well, c'est la vie. Okay, so how are we doing on... We can do mixed crews. What have we currently gathered? We have 3 steam cores. Okay, we need to swap over to steel now. And we're going to focus on this exclusively for a bit, because I think that we can. Now, the question to me is, do I use the wood on the wooden supports? Not at the moment. I don't have a ton of wood to work with, and that does very much concern me. For now, let's just enjoy some of this. That said, we got a little bit of time before we have to worry about the next shipment, so I think now we can go ahead and pull the engineers back off, and we can start working on something. As far as tech is concerned, the sawmill upgrade is nice. It would certainly get me a lot more wood. At the same time, I don't need more scouts. I think we want to go for the medical post upgrade. It'll make it that much easier for me to get back on top of things. If I can just reduce this down to only having 1 medical post instead of 2, that would be very, very valuable to me. I didn't realize these guys actually had to get to the worksite in order to do their job, by the way. For some reason, I didn't think they needed to do that. I'm not sure why I thought that was the case, but I did. I'm gonna sign on the rest of you guys over here for now. Okay. Still trying to get as much lumber in as I can. And that is the end of another work shift. We're up to 80 steel. We're actually looking pretty close to getting the much-needed supplies for New London already. What's going on here? We have bad news for you. What? The rules governing your shipments are changed. From now on, food supplies will only be sent after you dispatch a shipment of steel and steam cores our way. We regret the necessity of taking such drastic measures, but they were deemed essential to facilitate timely delivery of critical supplies. Really? Okay. Something tells me that either we have fallen behind enough in schedule that they're screwing with us, or, more likely, that's just how the game is going to ratchet up difficulty, as New London's going to be a jerk. Okay, so for food, we have to send them steel and steam now. And they refuse to talk to me. Okay. No, I mean, no, this is great. No, this is fantastic. You're definitely not putting me in a terrible losing situation. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. We could turn the army warehouse on to an emergency shift, I'm aware, but I'm not sure it's going to be worth it. We must act. Sir, our people are angry and anxious about the food situation. A group of experienced explorers is here to talk to you about a solution. By cutting our food supply, New London has shown that we can't rely on them. We need to have another source of food. Fortunately, our scouts reported signs of recent human presence to the south. A recent human presence, right? Send them to investigate. This might be our lucky break. Well, it could very well be. Find a stable food source on Frostland. Find someone else we can trade with? Now that would be interesting. We can say, screw you, New London. I'm sending the resources to someone who's going to give me a better deal. This is the basis of an economy. All right, it is indeed a large grotto in the frozen den. In the darkness filling it, we would find lots of animal and possibly human bones bearing teeth marks. We are in the lair of a large predator, probably a bear. Okay. A terrifying and sad place. An animal that lived here was for a long time feeding on the prey hunted in the area. After searching the cave, we found the predator, a bear mother with young cubs. They are lying huddled together in the farthest corner of the cave. They did not survive the great storm. Is the meat preserved? No, there's nothing to do here. Crumbling hut, natural terrace. Okay. Well, as much as I do want to go south, let's go ahead and deliver the goods that I've got right now, because we have a fair bit with these guys, and this would end up making a pretty big difference to actually sending off some more food shipments. So I definitely need to do some of that. Is there any point in turning these on? I guess we might as well. Let's just go ahead and get them a little bit more comfortable. Discontent drops pretty significantly because they're not freezing cold. I think that's the only reason to build braziers is just to keep discontent down, weirdly enough. Okay, well, the good news is it's about to get a little bit warmer, so maybe we don't have to worry too much. But yeah, all right. How we doing on the crates over here? Only 51 more wood to go. Not a lot of point in turning on an extended shift, I don't think. So let's see, another day, another extended shift. Okay, temperature is rising. Thank you kindly. Let's go ahead and turn these things off since that's no longer required. Okay, good. So you're only going to send food my way if I send you a shipment, is what I got out of that, right? So there's going to be a delay on getting food. We really need to send them this now. All right, let's send them the goods. And since they have received message that we are sending out some steel and steam cores, now they are sending us food. But it's going to take a few more hours to get to us. Yikes, dude. This is rough. Okay, well, the scouts have returned with a lot of supplies. Thank you so very much. Okay, there is the remnants of a building, but I think I'm going to go to the crumbling hut and then the natural terrace. We need food. Is this actually going to continue that quest? You know, let's go here first. Let's go here first instead. Let's see if that actually continues the quest and lets us find a new stable food source. I don't know. It might. Hey, can I talk to these guys and possibly get some help with something? No. Again, I was really hoping we'd find a law to make soup. That would make my life a lot easier, you guys know that, right? Like, I know y'all are trying to be, like, conserving your food, and you're kind of doing it at my expense. All right, fine, I'm a little bit peeved about that, but we'll talk about that at a different date. However, I just want to say that, you know, if maybe instead you just taught me how to make soup, I wouldn't be quite as upset. Anyway, I'm curious, by the way, so we're making 8.2 steel per hour if we focus on it exclusively. We make, I think it was 0.2 per hour. If we switch to steel and steam, how much are we looking at? Takes a while to switch the resource. I'm just seeing how inefficient it is. It might still be worthwhile. 4.1 and 0.1. It's about the same, just cut in half. So all this does is just make it so I don't have to micromanage as much as before. That's really not a big deal. It just, if you have to focus on getting steel, you want to focus on the steel. Got it. Okay, well, I mean, I'm okay with this as it is. I'm okay with it as is. Tech-wise, what do we want? Bunkhouses? The thing about bunkhouses is they are going to get very expensive for me to build, but they're definitely a lot warmer, and I wouldn't mind having some of that. I don't need more scouts. Efficient braziers, lighter scouts, factories. You know, apparently we have the ability to make factories for prostheses, but I'm not sure if that's going to be worth it. Coal mining, we do have a coal mine deposit. We will want this at some point, just not right now. Honestly, out of the bunch, the bunkhouses are the best, and it is about to get a lot colder, so I don't know. Maybe we do need to be able to build bunkhouses at some point. Maybe. Long hours of toil. Sir, our people are worn out. Some of them have been working on extended shifts for days on end. Their effort is taking its toll, and they're becoming restless. They deserve a break. We'll have to keep regular shifts everywhere for 3 days. I can't do that because we need to keep getting steel, because I don't have much. So, no. Sorry, not going to happen. We are getting close to capped out on our wood supply, which means we probably should go ahead and get ourselves another resource depot or two. I guess I can build one over here. For now, all we need is the lumber. How much longer until we have our food? 5 more hours. Good lord, it is taking a long time to get food. Yeah, I'm highly concerned. Still, if we don't build bunkhouses right away, we're not too far off of being able to get enough steel and steam cores for another major shipment. But at least this time I guarantee that I'm going to get some food every time. I guess? I don't know. I'm not thrilled about the situation. Not at all. Bunkhouses have been researched. Okay. Well, I think we're going to have to ignore that for the moment. What I'm going to do is pull a few people off of the... Oh, we actually finished the wooden crates. Never mind. Let's go ahead and put everybody we can over here on the sawmill. And then that's it. That's all we got. Okay, no, that's all the workers that we have available at the moment. But I'm trying to get enough coal together because I need to turn these braziers on once the temperature drops. Hey, the food did arrive. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't think we can cook any meals right now. We'll do that tomorrow. I'll worry about research later. I need to get another shipment going, otherwise we're not going to have enough food. Let's go ahead and get this resource depot going for wood, just so I'm not going to be at capacity. It's going to have to be okay for the moment. And the scouts are 14 hours away from hopefully what will turn out to be another food source. We're doing fine, all things considered. Well, I agree. Only 5 people are sick, which means we can actually pull the engineers off for a minute. But what do I do with them? Let's go ahead and put them on the cookhouse duty instead. Although it is getting a lot colder. Okay. You know what? That means that we actually do need to research the heaters. I have some wood. We can work on that. But yeah, ooh, wow, okay. We can use heaters and research that quickly, or we can place down another brazier. I'm okay with doing a brazier for the moment. The reason being I can turn this off later. So let's do this now, just so I'm able to actually work those buildings, like so. But once we have the heater set up, we go ahead and turn that all off. Yeah, we really need to be getting ourselves those heaters up and running. People are working in cold environments. We might get more people who are sick over the course of the day. We've already finished with the cookhouse. Good lord, those rations do not stretch far, do they? Oh boy, no they do not. Okay, we actually can do another shipment, so let's go ahead and do that. En route, we got food coming. Going as fast as I can, gosh dang it. Can't do much better than we are, though. Mild frostbite. Somebody became gravely ill. Oh, okay. Somebody's gravely ill. Can you guys get me a policy that will help? Yes, we need to tend to the gravely ill. We're going to lose some favor, but that's fine. We looked at the problem. We think we have a law that will help solve it. What law did we get? Healthcare Improvement Edict. To ensure the survival of the colony and to avoid congestion in health facilities during frost spells, the government of New London issues an act on the necessary improvement of healthcare. From this day on, all terminally ill will undergo radical treatment. Okay, that's, I think, what can... It sometimes fixes them, but also sometimes makes them, amputated. So maybe this will help and maybe it won't. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn off the brazier, because I don't think that's as efficient as a heater. We definitely want the medical post to be heated, though I don't think we care about the cookhouse. That's not a problem right now. Any other simple techs that we want to research? I guess we might as well go ahead and research the coal thumper. Just give them something to do, at least at the moment. The coal pile is depleted, which means we should go ahead and gather up over here. Okay, good enough for the moment. And yeah, let's go ahead and get the engineers back in the medical post and turn on the heat. Okay. How much coal do you use up per hour? 1 per hour as opposed to 3 per hour with the brazier. And that's why I wanted to use the heaters. They will be slightly better. But the temperature is about to increase, so that's at least going to be something. We're surviving. It's proving to be a little on the difficult side. I guess we can use a heater over here. It's very cold, apparently. High risk of falling ill. But so far, people haven't been having any problems. So let's wait until tomorrow, and what we're going to do is turn on the wooden supports at the beginning of the day, since we have plenty of lumber. And hopefully we can get a lot more of our steel and steam out. All right, we've arrived at the natural terrace. What do we find? A mountain terrace slopes gently toward the valley below. The view is promising. The valley seems cozy by the Frostland standards and invites us to descend into it. There is nothing remarkable in the terrace itself, but we can move on to the Secluded Valley, which it keeps saying is leading toward a source of food. So, okay, we will have to give that one a go. It's minus 40 degrees outside. Understandably, it is a little on the cold side here. Woo, boy, okay. Yeah, we need these braziers. Yikes, if we hadn't had these, this actually would be a very serious problem. But we're making it, gosh dang it. People are hungry. Yeah, I know. Food's on the way. It's almost here. Actually just arrived. That's great. Let's pull 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people off of here, send them here. It's about to warm up by the time the next workday starts, so we don't have to turn on the heater right now. But we will get some food rations up and running in a moment. I know, lots of people sick. It's really cold. I'm working on it. Yeek. Okay. Come on, temperature rise. Thank you. Good lord. All right. Now we're going to start making some rations. Coal Thumper has been researched. Okay. I don't need a sawmill upgrade right now. I don't need bunkhouses. I don't really need anything. None of this is very useful at the moment. Coal mining, maybe. How are we doing on that coal? Honestly, we got enough coal to last us for a bit. I really can hold off on this. Charcoal kiln, not needed. It'll use up my lumber. This is okay. I guess it's a fine thing to research, but after that, I think we stop unless we want to move on to Tech Tier 2. But for now, let's ignore that. So we wanted to use the wooden supports. We're going to do that. I mean, having lots of lumber coming in means I can use this more often, right? Now we're making 6.1, but still only 0.1 per hour in terms of steam cores, so this doesn't speed that up much. But the extra steel will go a long way for me. We've arrived at the Secluded Valley. The valley seems to have its own microclimate. It's less cold, and the waterfall, although frozen, appears to have been flowing relatively recently. Okay? Going further into the valley, we find the remains of a grove. A large number of stumps is all that's left of it. Someone cut it down, and not too long ago. We found some fresh chips under the snow. There's a hot springs nearby. Ooh, that could be good. That could be really good. 18 more hours and we can arrive. I would absolutely love to find some other humans I can trade with. Just saying. Let's pull these workers off, send them back to go work on the coal. I'm trying to manage these people responsibly. It's really hard. It's really hard. Oh gosh, this is gonna be like a work accident. Long hours of toil, never mind. I'm okay with you working long hours. Oh, the discontent's a problem. Yeah, got it. I understand your concerns, but you don't seem to get that if we don't do this, we all starve. Also, I didn't actually assign the scouts, so let's fix that. Okay, there we go. Sawmill has been upgraded. We can turn off the engineers over here. And do what with them exactly? That's a great question. What exactly do we do with them? Well, we just need some more steel in order to get some more food. Oh gosh, we already need more food or we're gonna die. We need steel, straight up. We need a lot of steel. We may have to do the emergency shifts, and it will likely result in somebody dying. But I don't see a way around it. If we don't get more steel, we're not going to get enough food. I'm doing the best I can, though. All right, that's enough to send another shipment. Let's do it. So some more food is on the way. We're going to run out of rations pretty soon, though. This is a tough scenario. I'm really not happy about the situation. People are starving, and there's not enough food to go around at all. Not even a little bit is there enough food to go around. Hey, can we communicate and get, like, some laws to help with soup? Nope. Nope, nope, and nope. They will not do us anything. They won't even send us more food. Oh, boy. Yeah, if we don't find a food source soon, we are absolutely doomed. And somebody did, in fact, get amputated. All right. Well, this is going to have to be a good stopping point for us, but if we don't find a food source soon, I think we're going to lose the game. But I really don't know how to go much faster than I already am at this point. I'm doing the best I can, and we are going to do the emergency shift, and discontent rises significantly, but we need more steel and more steam just to keep up with the demands of New London. Oh boy, guys. Not a whole lot longer for us, I think. Not a whole lot longer if we don't get this figured out. Thank y'all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then I'm going to ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.